Okay, we shall start. Ma. Look that bag, like press it down. Oh, you can see my beautiful face. في أذنين ولن ربين ملك المشياخ ليلا بيت في أذنين ولن ربين ملك المشياخ ليلا بيت في أذنين ولن ربين المشياخ ليلا بيت. Fortunately, Mayor Shneeman did not prepare the first paragraph. I'll have to say it. Anyway, the Rabbi is speaking a very, very fundamental and strong sifa. Eyal Elkayam. This is the parsha that the Yidden will actually leave Egypt. The first two parshas, the Yidden were getting ready to leave Egypt, but did not leave yet. And Hashem is commanding, Eyal Elkayam, come to Tora now. And with this command, Rabbi goes to explain, this command is what enabled the Jewish people to leave Egypt. Without this command, they would not be able to leave. Eyal Elkayam was just a command. He did not tell him to speak to Pharaoh. He brought Pharaoh, but did not tell him what to do. So the Rebbe says, first of all, we have to understand the command, what the command means. Usually, brought Pharaoh was tell him I'm going to do this and this and that. Here, it just says brought Pharaoh. He didn't tell him what to do, nothing. And then, Bo means, first of all, the Rebbe proceeds by saying,
left.
No, left is go to power, left is power.
Bo, left.
We have to proceed by saying, the Rebbe is saying that the fact is that the name of the parsha contradicts the content of the parsha. The name is, come with me to power.
Yeah.
Come with me, we'll go together, because Moshe Rabbeinu was afraid to go. And the whole parsha, the content, the tochen shel parasha, that they're going out of Egypt. That means they won. It's who? They won Paro. They beat Paro. They won Paro. They left Egypt. So we see that the content, Boil Paro means Paro is powerful. Paro is in power. You're going to Paro because you're weaker. But that's something Paro. You need Paro. You need permission from Paro. That's what Baal power means, that you need permission from him. But leaving Egypt means that they want power, and after leaving Egypt, they're free at last, and power is nothing. So the name is opposite of the content of the parsha of the tochen. That we have to understand first, and then we have to understand. The second thing is, we know it's all directed. The Torah only records things that are pertinent, that are relative to us, to what's going to happen in the future. And the Geula for all the generations to come. So what does that have to do with Baal power now, after we already left Egypt? What does that have to do with now? So the Rebbe starts by saying that the reason Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, Baal, come with me, is because Moshe Rabbeinu was afraid of Pharaoh. Now obviously Moshe Rabbeinu was not afraid from the physical Pharaoh, but Moshe Rabbeinu understood. Going to the Nile when Pharaoh was at the Nile, not a problem, it was outside. So, on the level outside, it's not as powerful as when he's inside the palace. I'm not talking about the physical Pharaoh, I'm talking about the spiritual Pharaoh. The Pharaoh in the spiritual Pharaoh. The way Pharaoh is in everything has a root above.
No such a way, spirit. Power is spiritual?
Spiritual?
It's got
Yeah, but now,
evil.
that's the thing. Moshe Rabbeinu understood, he understood the Torah, he understood Kabbalah, he understood the secrets, he understood the root of everything. And he saw that Pharaoh very, very high. For example, Nadav and Avihu, when they went into Kodesh HaKodashim, they expired. They died right on the spot. So, Moshe understood that the Shoresh, when Pharaoh is in the house, his source in Kedusha, not in the way he's here in Klippa, his source in Kedusha is revealed much, much stronger. and when he's outside, he's not as powerful. Go to denial, speak to power, it's not as powerful. It cannot control, it cannot harm Moshe in any way. But to meet Pharaoh in his home, in his palace, will affect Moshe physically, not just spiritually. Moshe could, God forbid, expire. Like we gave example with Nadav and Avihu when they went. There's another rabbi who gave an example. Everybody's warning if you gave an example of Baal Shem Tov. Baal Shem Tov went up levels higher and higher and higher. And he wrote a letter about this level. He went upstairs. He told his brother-in-law, was writing to him a letter, that I went upstairs and the Neshamot, they saw me. And they told me, wow, you're such a man. You can go upstairs any way you want. You can go up to higher levels. Why don't you take us to a little stroll? Because in Neshamot, they want to go higher and higher. The most magnificent thing that the Neshama wants is to go higher in levels. So when they saw him going up, they saw him and they understood he can do that. So he said he asked his teacher for permission. He asked Achia Shiloimi for permission to take them to go higher levels. Achia said, it's better not to. Achia Shiloimi was his teacher. Yeah. זה היה מורה שלו. מה היה לומד עם כן, כל יום לומד לתורה. גם אליהו. אבל לא בתקופה הזאת. גם, אבל המורה העיקרי שלו זה היה קריאה שלומי. כתוב ממש כתוב ספרים. היה נביא, זה היה בזמן דוד המלך. היה נביא. בזמן דוד המלך. Yeah. So,
put Google.
You see that Baal Shem Tov did not get permission to go to higher levels, so we see that spiritual levels to ascend higher and higher can actually cause a person to expire, actually cause a person not to be anymore. So we see why Moshe Rabbeinu was really afraid to going to seek Pharaoh in his abode, in his palace. Hashem says, come with me. And what's the Chiddush? Hashem said to him, listen, no, you're smart and you know, you understand, you could expire, you could finish, you could die. So what we'll do now is I will give you the ability that soul in the body, the way you are, you'll be able to receive the light on his level of power, the way it is in Kedusha. The Zohar says the level of power in Kedusha is Mamash, the level of Hashem himself. Literally. Because he was a king down here, because he represents the level in Kedusha of the king up there. Yeah, well. Exactly. אחרי הרבה כל כך צמצומים על האור, יוצא משהו שלילי למטה. זה בזוהר, זה לא מערב. אבל הכל בא מקדושה, הכל, אין רע יורד מלמטה. הכל יש לו לבן, זה מרמז את הלא בין העליון. מידת החסד זה מה. והכל, כשזה בא אחרי הרבה צמצומים, זה יורד, כן, יורד בצורה שלי גם לבן העלמי. So, Hashem is telling and he's giving Moshe Rabbeinu the koiches, the power, the strength, the ability to be able to see Moshe Rabbeinu, Pharaoh in his palace. And Hashem promises him, he will not expire, he will not die, he will not expire from confronting Pharaoh, right? The Rebbe goes on to say, Moshe Rabbeinu himself was also kvad peh. He was hard with his speech. He could not be stuttered. And that's because it was from a very high level of also, with the light so strong and there's no vessel to contain the light doesn't come through the proper way. So Moshe Rabbeinu's level was very high. He did not have the right vessels for his level. Therefore he stuttered. He could not speak well. The Rebbe says, why was it important for Moshe Rabbeinu to get the revelation of Atmos? We're talking about Atmos. Atmos is the level of that the body cannot. We will see Atmos when Mashiach comes. Atmos means Atzmut. Atzmut mot. Akadosh Atzmut.
עצם.
Atzmut. הקדוש ברוך הוא עצמו. האור של הקדוש ברוך הוא עצמו זה תואר לקדוש ברוך הוא עצמו. Atzmut Mahut means that we'll see, that's what we'll see when Mashiach comes. What did Hashem want? What was the reason they wanted to leave Egypt, the Exodus, Yetziat Mitzrayim was, Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu straight out, when you leave Egypt, you will serve me.
Yeah.
From then on, until Mashiach comes, you probably know the expression, Dira B'Tachtonim. Hashem will say Dira B'Tachtonim. A dwelling place, like a house, like a person's own personal apartment or house. That's how Hashem wants to live in this world. Why is it compared to a house? Because just like a person, you could be elsewhere, you could be at work, you could be doing something else. He's not in his house in a revealed way. That's what Hashem wants. Hashem wants to be here now. There's nothing but Hashem. No matter what we do or what we think or what we feel. There's only Hashem. Hashem is the only true existence now too. But He wants to be revealed. He doesn't want to be hidden. He wants us to feel it. He wants us to see it. Every flesh will see Hashem. That will be when Mashiach comes. But the beginning of that was in Matan Torah, when they received the Torah. A revelation, a big revelation of Hashem. That was the beginning of this journey of 6,000 years until now, when we did Torah mitzvahs all throughout exile. The two temples that stood were destroyed. And all the Torah mitzvahs that the Jewish people did until now in order to build this house for Hashem. That Hashem will be revealed when Mashiach comes. And guess what? The Rebbe says something phenomenal. That's the Chiddush of our generation. This whole process was now done. It's finished. The dwelling house for Hashem is already done. It's ready. The Rebbe in the Sikha. Anyone puts me down to it? Usually, these guys over here that say that. Where does the Rebbe say? Show it to you. Smack from the line where the Rebbe says this. The Rebbe says you have to walk your eyes and see the Geula is here already. It's incredible. The statement the Rebbe is making. Incredible. 6,000 years we have been waiting. Oh, there's Mayor Shimon is standing right now. To see this line I just mentioned last, the Rebbe says, all you have to see, all have to be done is for a Jew to open their eyes. And guys, how are we going to open our eyes if we don't learn what the Rebbe says every week? We're never going to open our eyes. It's not going to be. It's not going to happen. So the Rebbe goes on to say, the Rebbe says we have to open our eyes and see that the Gula is here already. Everything is ready. What we have for Hashem. And then the Rebbe, why did I start saying this is very fundamental? Because the Rebbe goes on to say like this, that a lot of us always hear people like me say the Rebbe is alive now, soul and body. And the Rebbe said they promised in this Sikha that all Jews of our generation will live forever. And so a lot of Shpim who teach the Sikha say that the Rebbe is saying this bluntly. In other words, the Rebbe is not making conditions to who's going to live forever or not. This whole generation. So even people who are dying in this generation, according to the Sikha, according to the Sikha Yechi, their death is different. They're not really. The Rebbe calls them, the Rebbe in the Sikha calls them Shachmei Afar, they're dwellers of the dust. In other words, they dwell in the dust like if a person dwells in the dust. We don't understand how this is, but we have to know one thing. We are Hasidim of the Rebbe. We have to take the Rebbe's words literally. At any rate, be it as it may, the Rebbe goes on to say that the previous Rebbe, he was like Moshe Rabbeinu. He was not the Geula, the time of Geula, the final Geula, was not here yet. And that's why they left Egypt in haste, fast. They left it rapidly. They did not leave it in Menuchas and Nefesh, tranquility and calm. They had to run away. And all throughout generations, until now, until the Rebbe generation, the Rebbe said, we have been making the world ready for Mashiach to come. Therefore, now we are ready. Our bodies are ready.
He's ready too.
Our bodies are completely ready to receive the great lights that we spoke about, that Moshe Rabbeinu was afraid to receive. He needed Hashem's help to receive those lights. The Rebbe says our bodies now, in our generation, higher than the bodies of then. People who left Egypt were not able to receive those lights. Our bodies now, even though we don't feel, we don't see it. Huh? Okay, well, הראשון של ישראל זה היה דוד המלך. משיח אותם, לא משיח. המשיח הראשון של ישראל זה היה דוד המלך. דוד המלך, כן.
משיח הוא המושוח בשם.
Sorry? Let me see it, I'll show it to you. Right after the shiur, I'm going to show it to you. The Rebbe is saying all the Jew has to do is open his eyes, their eyes, and see that the Geula is here. So now the Rebbe says our bodies are ready to receive those lights. We are completely ready. And therefore, and the Rebbe is mentioning here in the Sikha, we are going to go, Yudalit. We are going to go here. If you want me to read you word for word, it's 5 sentences, beautiful. The Rebbe says we are going to go from Galut into Geulah, souls in the body. And it starts with the leader of the generation. He gets the ability to receive those lights of Geulah that are very, very sublime, very lofty, it's Hashem's light, Hashem himself. Yeah. Not revelation of Hashem, but Hashem himself. Imagine. In Chassidut, it's compared like to the sun and the ray of the sun. What is the ray of the sun? Nothing compared to the sun. But yet it comes from the sun, right? So from the ray of the sun, you can learn something about the sun. But what is it compared to the sun? It's nothing. So a lot of the terminology, a lot of the analogy used in Chassidut to explain how it is, what Atzmut is, what the light of, the source of the light is. Hashem himself is like the sun to the ray of the sun. So our bodies are ready for this. Our bodies are ready for this revelation. It never goes like this. From here we understand the novelty of our generation. What's the chiddush? I don't know how to say another word for chiddush. Novelty.
I heard also sometimes innovation, but I think now is
nuance. Chiddush. Our generation, הדור התשיעי לגבי כל הדורות שלפני זה, עד גם הדור שלפני זה, דור השמיני. Compared to the feet now, you will see in this following 5 sentences how the Rebbe compares his body himself to the body of the previous Rebbe. And the Rebbe said that the soul inspired from the previous body. Right away in the same breath, the Rebbe goes on to say, it's not happening in our generation. In other words, that's one of the places where the Rebbe says strongly, he will be alive forever. Listen to this. The 9th generation, which is in comparison to the generation before, עד גם הדור שלפני זה, דור השמיני, מכיוון שהגאולה לא באה אז בפועל, הבואה על פרעה, הגילוי כפרי כל נאורים, למטה לא היה בתכלית השלמות כנשמה בגוף בריא. They were not able to receive that light, that great light, soul and body. They could not receive it because the time for Geula, the time for redemption did not come yet. וגם הנשמה בגוף הייתה במצב של דיבור בגלות. And also we see by the previous Rebbe that he could not speak well, he stuttered, because his body was not ready to receive that light. His body was not able to contain the light in a proper manner. He was not able, the light of Geula. מה שאין כבדורנו זה, עכשיו הרב מדבר מיד על הדור הזה, מה שאין כבדורנו זה, but our generation, הדור האחרון לגלות והדור הראשון לגאולה. The last one for exile, but the first for redemption. Notice the Rebbe is saying this is the last generation of exile, but the first for redemption. We're going to go, and the Rebbe goes on to say right now, we're going to go without a stop, without a gap of time, right into Geula. נעשה תכף ומיד נתלו המאורות, שלא זו בלבד שלא חסר במאורות הגדולים בגילוי תורה של מחבר, כתב תורה של מחבר, אלא דרבה, נוסף בזה שלמות נעלית יותר, לא באופן נקבד פה מאורת שבעת פה ונקבד לשון מאורת שבכתב כלומר, נשבנה מזה. Often, so the Rebbe is speaking about himself directly, the Rebbe is saying that this is not going to happen to him. Last line I just mentioned, the Rebbe says that he will not have the same handicap that the previous Rebbe had. He was not able to talk because his body was not able to receive that light. The Rebbe says, not only are we vessels to receive that light, but the Rebbe says the is in the most internal way. In the highest lights, through the fact that Mashiach was going to come right away, and he will teach Torah, the whole nation, the whole people, everyone. Until he will teach the new Torah, it's not the new Torah, it's the same Torah, just a very deep segment of the Torah itself. But anyway, the Rebbe says that our generation is a kill to receive that. Then the Rebbe says that this is the reason why this is a directive that's pertinent to us, relevant, in other words, relevant for our generation to know that we have finished preparing the world. Boil Paroi, to come to Paroi is relevant now because we are talking about the revelations, the highest revelations of light that our bodies, the bodies of our generation, will be capable to receive because the Rebbe, and all throughout 7 generations of Rebbeim and Chabad, helped us prepare to come to that moment when we can actually be good vessels to receive those lights. So obviously, Vol Para, he's referring to when Mashiach will come, and our preparation already was done, the Rebbe says in the Sikha, and we are able to come to power. We are able to receive those magnified, immense lights
This Hanukkah gonna come.
in an internal way, for sure. It's Hashem.
Yes.
So Hanukkah is a year from now, man.
No, Hanukkah will come, it's coming. Mashiach.
When is Hanukkah? Just past Hanukkah.
Just pass Hanukkah. This Hanukkah didn't come, next Hanukkah.
So what is the Rebbe says, the last few directives the Rebbe gives, that we have to teach everyone, we have to prepare everyone, even though we are ready, we know Mashiach is here, we know we are in Chabad, we know the Rebbe, and we know what the Rebbe is about, and the Rebbe is preparing the world for Mashiach, but there's still people out there that don't have an idea, a notion of what's going on. It's a big mitzvah for us to go, to talk to these people, talk to them Torah, talk to them mitzvahs, bring them closer and talk to them Mashiach, for them to know, to understand, and to be ready for Mashiach to come as well. Then the Rebbe says also teaching children. The Rebbe says that we are coming to Yeshivat. Yeshivat is the Yoreh side of the previous Rebbe, and we have to see what were the ways of, some of the ways of the Rafidic Rebbe, the previous Rebbe. The Rebbe said that he smiled to everyone. He was so shining, and even though he suffered a lot physically. No, Rebbe האחרון, היה לו הרבה עינויים, הוא היה בעל ייסורים גדול. He suffered a lot physically because of all the torturing that he went through in Russia. היה תמיד מחייך, he would always smile, always show a smiley face, and he would smile to each and every person the Rebbe said, to women, to men, to children, and he would teach them on their level. The Rebbe says we have to take this directive from him to go and approach women, men, and children, not to be intimidated by anyone, by age, by what they are, what they're holding, just to go up to them and try to encourage them, bring them closer, and teach them as much as prepare them for Mashiach. And don't forget to do everything before Yeshivat, the preparation for Yeshivat, which are, there's a whole letter listing all the customs. Very important to get an aliyah. The Rebbe says that if you didn't do everything you had to do for Yeshivat, you can make up for it for the days coming up. But the Rebbe says a great doubt. It doesn't say that in the letter, but in a Sikha, another Sikha in Samach. The Rebbe says in a footnote, it's a tzarich iyun gadol. It's a big doubt whether you can make up for the aliyah to the Torah.
Oh, you told me.
Huh? Yes, the aliyah to the Torah you should try your best to get. Like the Rebbe says, actually shtadl, try your best, but don't kill yourself. But try your utmost best to have an aliyah to Shabbos before Yeshivat. That's what the Rebbe says.
Yeah, we're going to have to...
You have two kriyas? You will have two kriyas?
Yes, your lady.
You will have two kriyas?
Yes,
Fine.
yes.
In order to give everyone a chance to see them.
Your lady.
Zakra boys. Ладник.
Delicious, thank you.
Oh yeah. Thank you. If you don't mind me asking. Oh, there's my phone. Yeah,